called some people to R&D, kept out of sight. I was too scared to get too close. They were blitzing anything that moved. They looked normal, but you just can't tell. Once I got to R&D, I could see why they were so angry. That's the first time I've peeked behind the curtain here at Creo. And I wish I hadn't. Resolve is a lie. That's now obvious. But it gets worse. They've got some weird Frankenstein cybernetics program going on here. It's just horrible. If the media ever got hold of this. There's a bunch of nanite research here too, and I'm not sure what that's about. And she's still bugging me to find the board. And this has made up my mind. They've got some explaining to do.
Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. But with every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. Manufacturing, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. Creo, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation. Jonah Gutenberg's no one has ever methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day you'll benefit. It is a huge challenge. Together, we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden. A utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. But with every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process is on manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. At Creo, our scientific staff labor day and night. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do.
Log 1. Date unknown. Dr. Lawrence Murphy, beginning observation. They're inside me. I can feel them. I've already begun to notice the first changes. The skin on my right leg is burning and itching. The texture appears to be changing. There are small black dots underneath, swollen and hard. Necrosis. I could try to stop the process, remove the corrupted areas, but I believe it's already too late, and they're within my internal organs, mutating me at a cellular level.
A purge. Is that the game? Dispose of me like Chavez? But I assure you, it's just growing pains. A little more time. But no, everything has to happen now. It must be perfect, or at least pretend to be. I won't let you destroy our only hope, just because it offends their delicate constitutions.
I'm sorry, Maddie. It's gonna be okay. Daddy'll make it better.
It's okay, Daddy. But please don't be sad.
No, it's not okay. I should have been there. I missed you so much, Petal. I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Daddy.
Oh God, you made it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't know what this means to me. To have her back. Hold her again. They broke her leg. Those bastards broke her leg and I can't help her. I don't have anything to make it better.
So this is your daughter, huh?
Yeah, this is Maddie. She likes you a lot, you know.
Well, that's great, because I like her.
Thank you for everything. I'd be nothing without her. Maddie's all that's left of me.
What do you need to, patch Maddie up?
I don't know, it looks really bad. I'll have to reconstruct it completely. The tools are not the problem, but I'll need another leg from a compatible source.
You'll get one. I'll see to it.
If there were more men like you, the world would be a better place.
I should leave. Take care now.
You too.
Lab 1-2 locked and secured.
My, you're a slippery one, aren't you? My friends here are itching to say hello.
Access to Lab 1-2 granted.
I'm so sorry, but you've left me with no other option but to remove you from this mortal coil.
Just received a communication from Mary Shaw. Name doesn't ring a bell? Well, it fucking should. It's Michael Shaw's sister. Candidates for the program were meant to have no family or friends. This is on your head. I expect this situation dealt with quickly and quietly.
I won't take that, you know. Years of toiling for the good of mankind. All that. Somebody had to do the dirty work. They were too afraid to get their manicured little hands dirty.
Locking Lab 02.
My, you're a slippery one, aren't you? My friends here are itching to say hello.
Access to Lab 02 granted.
Take him out, boys, and try to be gentle. We don't want another big mess to clean up. A little too old for hide and seek, aren't we? Come out, wherever you are.
Access to Lab 01 granted.
Please, that's a restricted area. Hush hush and all that.
You trusted me this far. We all want the same thing. We've looked at other ways, and there's always going to be risks. Utopia works, guaranteed. I know the board is balking at the figures, but think of it as cleaning house. Problem solved within 1 generation. It'll just be a much smaller one than previously estimated, but that's a good thing. We've been worrying about what to do with overpopulation for almost 100 years.
So tell me, who is the real monster? The wolf devouring the sheep, or the hunter murdering its cubs in their lair?
Attention, please. Contingency protocol for asset preservation has been activated. Opening containment cells.
You didn't really think I'd let you sacrifice the future of mankind because management suddenly grew a conscience. So what now?
Going to be a good boy and finish me off? Murder me in cold blood? You know that won't change a thing. It's too late, you see.
Mark Dean, perfect candidate for the program. We pulled him off the streets and put him to work in recycling a couple of weeks back. He's a complete zero. We even DNA typed him to outside databases. No living relatives. He's so happy to have a place to sleep and 3 square meals a day, he'll happily sign the consent forms.
An inquisitive mind. That's the spirit. And besides, things without all remedy should be without regard, right? What's done is done.
What the hell is this freak show?
This freak show, as you call it, is my legacy and the future of human life on Earth. You failed to see, or maybe you chose not to. But I'm trying to save mankind here. Not just the species. No, I'm trying to save all of us. We're flawed, incomplete. We're not yet prepared to re-enter paradise, you see. We wouldn't survive. My Homo Machinalis could change that. They are the living proof that we could be more than human. We, all of us, could fill the world of tomorrow. Ascended beings in a new utopia.
So what about Utopia?
Let me put the record straight. Unlike Resolve, which will exterminate us slowly and painfully over generations, my nanites do a quick and clean job. I've minimized the suffering, a fresh start, a clean slate for those that remain. If that concerns you now, then you shouldn't have tried and stopped my little pet project. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be safe. Go on. Go smoke a nice fat stogie and watch the apocalypse from your glass tower with the rest of them.
So, these tin men are supposed to be our future?
Not pretty, is it? But the truth rarely is. Just think of it as an upgrade to survive the world of Utopia. Our meat machines are inadequate. We won't make it unless you hightail it back to your master's tower. We have the will to survive as individuals, but as a species, we need a push. There's no winning without sacrifice. I just wanted a level playing field to create a utopia for all.
I think you've got me confused with somebody else. I'm not working for the board.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. What difference does it make now? This place is going straight to hell, and we're going with it. Or we're already there, and didn't even notice.
So you know what's going on here?
I'm honored by your assumption, but even I have my limits. I do know a mob stormed my labs, and my colleagues are either dead, dumb, or simply gone. So much for security. And what's the board doing, Still twiddling their thumbs over the launch of Utopia? I submitted my final analysis weeks ago, and I'm still waiting. We need people who can make decisions around here.
You're sick.
Oh, you moral crusaders. Always the first to swing the sword from the little corner of self-righteousness. Chavez was exactly the same. Always beyond reproach. Even when the first reports on Resolve came in. I don't claim to know the one truth, because there isn't one. Everybody takes sides, and always their own. Good, evil, all nonsense and totally subjective. Just children's stories. As we grow older, mortality beckons, and so we reach for the divine. Same fairy stories, different binding. The individual must be prepared to sacrifice himself for the many. The species is what's important.
What about Chavez?
Yes, what about her? Not seen since she threw a tantrum and got kicked out of my labs. But still, wonderful woman. And an extraordinary scientist. An incredible intellect. Kind-hearted and so ambitious, you have to admire a fighter. But resolve didn't work. We needed to act and act fast. And I had the solution. It's just a shame her ego got in the way of her career.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important.
Security breach detected. Unauthorized implementation of contingency protocol confirmed.
Apologies for the delay in getting back to you. Your brother was transferred to R&D on the 17th. Due to the nature of his work, he will be unable to contact you for the foreseeable future.
For your own safety, please comply with all official requests while the area is being secured.
Distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. The CREO, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together, we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, every launch,
security forces under attack. Requesting backup.
Payload distribution.
Echelon 9 team members, please fall back immediately to the executive floors.
Our scientific staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together, we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. Every passing day, every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process of research is ongoing. Manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. CREO, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all ridiculous. Every passing day, every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process of research is ongoing. Manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even health. Build upon the foundation of Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries